Hey guys and gals, Notorious00J here, back for another video. This one's Tank Notorious and Bulwark and Falcon 101. Okay, so I know everybody wants to hear about Bulwark. Bulwark is a beast. Since Bulwark came out, he's been one of my favorite bots. What you need to remember is Bulwark is not a novice bot. If you're a beginner player, I wouldn't recommend jumping into using a Bulwark. It's going to take some practice before you get him perfect. I almost recommend you go into Skirmish or Hangar X in custom matches and practice with him with friends first before you go and get one. See if you like it. Using Bulwark, you have to use his ability very often, more often than you might think. You have to keep turning it on and off. If you look at Bulwark's ability button right now, it's a solid shield. That means you would be turning it off, and his physical shield, you'd be turning off his Aegis shield, and his physical shield would be coming up if you push that button. So physical shield will come up in front of the Bulwark now that I push the button, and his Aegis shield will recharge. So when Bulwark's Aegis shield is active, that orange or yellow glowing ball is on his back or looks like his head, and when his physical shield is active, the ball isn't there. I know it's confusing, but when he has an energy shield or his Aegis shield active, he doesn't have his physical shield in front of him, so you have to switch back and forth a lot. Falcon is another bot who is not a novice bot. You really need to play smart. You have to pay attention to when you use your ability. You have 66% damage reduction or something along those lines when you are not using your ability. But when you're using your ability, you have to be careful where you go, who's around you, who's going to hit you when they see you, because you get a big shield above your head that tells everyone that you're in Fangs out mode, and that means that you're more vulnerable to damage. So just be careful. And right here, I want you to pay attention. There's a Hellburner that's going to come charging at my Bulwark, and I didn't want Jellybean11 here, the leader of my clan, who's awesome, to die, so I told her on Discord to get away from me. And she backed off, and she actually didn't get hit by that Hellburner, but I took him down, and then she came in and healed my Bulwark. My point here, Bulwark, Mender, be friends, be besties, hold hands, run together, do chest bumps and all that good stuff. Definitely. Bulwark and Mender, you guys need to run together. That Hellburner did basically nothing to us. Took out a third of my health. Whoop-de-doo. Together. Also, one thing I want to say is Bulwark Avengers, Bulwark Dragoon, Bulwark Tridents, Bulwark Exodus, Bulwark Glory, Bulwark Glory Ember. Bulwark has a lot of different setups that you can use on him and make him beast. You just have to keep your distance. Like right now, you'll see I'm at 300 meters from those guys. Keeping my distance, doing enough damage, just holding them back. That's all I need to do. Right. I got my Mender. So, keep doing a little bit of damage and getting Mendered, because you're getting hit from 3 different directions sometimes, right? Like I was just then. So when you run one of these tankier bots like Bulwark and Falcon, or even Carnage or Rhino, you need to play smart. Enemies will hunt you down when they know what you are, because they know what you are, and they know the potential that those bots have. So play smart, use your distance, read up online, find out where your maximum efficiency is, like range for each weapon, or each of your favorite weapons at least. In the very least, find some good setups with good range that you like, and then work on them. Level them up, practice with them, learn to love them. Like the Avengers, I love the Avengers. I was never really a fan of the kinetic bullets like Punishers or Molochs or anything like that until the Avengers came out. Now I'm flat out in love with them. They're even in my YouTube logo. So I mean, just experiment, try the Dragoons, try different things. All of those different heavy weapons work in combination on both Bulwark and Falcon. I love my Falcon with Ansel Shield and Exodus on the back, but he was also a lot of fun with Ember in the front and Exodus on the back. The only reason I'm using Ansel right now is because, well, he's level 7. Doesn't have a whole lot of health. When you're going up against people in MK2, blah blah 12, blah blah this hangers, you know, it's a problem. So I just use the Ansel Shield, just like I did on my Mercury, just like I did on my Strider even, when I first got them. Until they got to level 8 for Strider now and Mercury at level 10. One thing I want to point out, tanks, they work best in free-for-all and team deathmatch, really. I mean, if you really want to get high scores, look at my score in free-for-all. Definitely, here's an example of where you have to play smart. I wasn't paying attention to where he was standing. I just knew he was at range and I could jump. I wasn't thinking, I was being dumb. Don't do that when you're with Falcon. Don't do stupid shit like that when you're with Bulwark either. You don't want to waste a very good tanking bot on some stupid little mistake. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Scout the enemies out. If you have to look before you spawn in, then do so. If you can see them because you're using an iPad from one end of the map, then that's good too. But just scout your enemies out, spawn in the appropriate spot with the appropriate bot from your hangar. Make sure you're spawning with a Bulwark against a whatever you feel like you can take down with a Bulwark. As an example. Just scout those reds. Hey guys and gals, another video by Notorious00J. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe. See you later.